The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Washington Commanders and the Detroit Lions. Games out of the way, time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. At their own 25-yard line. To throw right away is Howell. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Washington. His first career touchdown pass. And, yeah, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On the option to give to Williams here. He takes this for 3 to the 29. This defense for the Commanders, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
On 3rd down, Brissett, left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Lions had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these 2 probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. Brissett now. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
A 2nd down throw for Brissett. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 22-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. They'll throw again. Brissett. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brissett. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Now Brissett on 4th down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll go play action. Howell. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. This pass complete to McLaurin going across the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Having a nice little gain. They'll run with Gibson. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So here we go, 4th down, Howell. And that is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Now a 2nd down and 6. And the tight end goes in motion left. To throw again on 2nd down. Brissett. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jamal Williams, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. They're set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up. And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Third and long, here's Howell. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Bubba Bolden who picks it. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. A fairly short kick from the 14. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Second and 10, Howell. Flushed out right, and he fires one that's intercepted. It's Bubba Bolden who picks it, and the Lions are going to take possession of the football. The young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. To throw on second and 10. Brissett. And in for the Lions touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 13 yards there at a Washington first. Now throwing on first down here. This one left side caught by Gibson. On second down, a run with Gibson. And he'll pick up about 3 there up to the 43.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making a big-time play?
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. To try again after the sack. Howell. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This is not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Howell down to throw it. Now he's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. The Lions now are going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Fourth down, Howell. deployed. And he will be taken down, but it's a big play and a conversion for Washington on 4th down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run with Gibson, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, Brissett. But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And he'll send the tight end in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. To throw is Brissett. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Brissett. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Into the air once more. It's Brissett. And here's Freiermuth again. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. I've got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And this one is right down the middle. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Williams going to get it again on 40-yard line. 62 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's Brissett. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Only needing 2 yards on second down. From the gun, here's Brissett. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there. Here's Brissett. Touchdown! A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing, and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. And Hughes came crashing in that time, got the sack. Well, it was second long, now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And Howell will throw it. He'll buy some time right. And this one is incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he will be taken down, but it's a big play and a conversion for Washington on fourth down. First down, Howell to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Another throw for Howell. Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Howell, another throw on second down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now, we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense on balance.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brissett. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones. Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Again, it's Brissett. And in for the Lions, touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Lions are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And another drive starts with them huddling in their end zone, Charlie. Where have we seen this before? Very recently, but the last time they had it backed up like this, they took it the length of the field.
Hard to do that once, let alone the idea of doing it twice. But, of course, that's the goal. So, as a secondary deal, get 2 first downs. Help yourself in field position and help your defense out.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Of his own end zone. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Powell, 3rd and long from his end zone. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead is now 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Powell. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Taking a shot for Samuel. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off Byron Jones. Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Brissett. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as extra need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And this is caught at the 8. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. To throw, Brissett. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he has to get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Touchdown! From 3 yards out. And the Lions start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke.
He's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. On 1st down, Howell. That one will be incomplete. He caught it but could not stay in bounds for the long connection.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident throw right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Throwing here, Howell. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT.
And the lead is down to 24.
Makes the score Lions 52, Commanders 28.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
He's got a man complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Lions 49, Commanders 28.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14.
The Commanders take over first down at their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Look and repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44, Powell back to Gibson and another catch for him. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Powell throwing on 1st down here. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It was a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Now Blankenship on for the PAT. And the lead is down to 24.
Makes the score Lions 89, Commanders 35.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point doesn't look... Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Sliding out of the pocket, and he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. On 2nd and 10, Powell eluding the pressure right. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, here's Howell. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders are able to cut into that deficit. Powell throwing for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right? And sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Looking left side, and it's complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. A first down throw for Brissett. And a loose football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
Following the fumble recovery, Howell. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Afutu Melifonwu. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Now a throw in the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brissett. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. From 13 yards out. And the Lions take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2. They'll try and throw for it. It's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked-off folks on the other sideline now. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not where they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares?
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with